Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope you are fine and stay okay. In this opportunity, I would like to present about meeting 6, the material about regional and social variation in this subject sociolinguistics. And the first time we have to understanding about definition of language variation. Language variation is the contribution role of cultural values related to different ways of using language, function, or other aspect of language such as vocabulary, pronunciation, and etc. And in this presentation, I dividing language variation into three definitions. And the first, regional dialect. Regional dialect is a distinct form of language spoken in a particular geographical area. And the second, linguistic and social variation. Linguistic and social variation refers to regional, social, or contextual differences in the ways that a particular language is used. And finally, about focal areas. Focal areas, an area whose dialect has exerted influence on the dialect of surrounding area, as reflected in a set of isoglosses more or less concentrically surrounding it. And the all chapter about language variation, I have one definition about dialect. Dialect is a variety of a language that signal where a person comes from. It is interpreted geographically and social background. And in this presentation, I have three definitions about type of dialect. And the first dialect mixture. Dialect mixture is the process by which a new variety of a language emerges from the mixing, leveling, and simplifying of different dialects. And the second, a dialect boundary. When a number of isoglosses of together, a more solid line can be drawn. And finally, about social dialects. Social dialects is a variety of speech associated with a particular social class or occupational group within a society. And finally, I distinguish about differences of a regional and social variation. And the first, I will to convey about regional variation. Regional variation refers to the linguistic differences that accumulate in a particular geographic area. And regional variation can be divided into three factor, and the first time, and the second place, and the third social factor. And the three factor has make the three type about regional variation. And the first, international variation, the second, international variation, and finally, transcontinental variation. And finally, about social variation. Social variation refers to the linguistic differences of dialectical social group that is related to a variety of factors. And social variations can be divided into three factors. And the first, social class, and the second, religion, and finally, ethnicity. I think enough with my presentation. I'm sorry if the presentation is not clear. Thank you, and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.